My name, sir, Mr. Ekwu Johnson Cletus, a primary school teacher, and I am from Idoma in Okpoku local government area of Benue State. Eunobi is a traditional dancing group formed from our cultural dance called Oglinya. The Oglinya is the general name given to the Idoma central traditional dancing, and it is well known in all Idoma land. No other name but Oglinya. And not only in Idoma land, across the north central geopolitical zone, it is known among the chiefs as Oglinya. Even in northern Cross River, it is equally known as Oglinya. Talk of Ogoja as Ubudu, they call it Oglinya. In Idoma land, it is mainly for entertainment. Eunobi, as a cultural dance, originated from Opialu in Edumogah, where we hail from, and it is a kind of Oglinya. Oglinya now is a general dance that is known all over Idoma land. So Eunobi is part of it, that these people in Opialu formed, and it has emanated from there, waist bending and the rhythmic movement of the leg. It all originated according to our oral tradition handed on to us by our grandfathers. It emanated from the movement of a bird called flamingo. It is called Ogaku in Idoma. This bird can move at a very fast speed that the movement of the legs depicts a kind of dancing step, and that is the same movement that the Idoma people use in dancing Oglinya. That the movement of this flamingo, known as Ogaku, is too fast that it is even faster than one who is running, so it is termed Oglinya. One reason for using what we call mask is that attachment to spirituality and ancestral origin. We believe, the Idoma man believes, there is life after death. So after death, they believe their parents have gone to the great beyond, which they call Ekwu. A masquerade coming out is a representative of those in the great beyond, in the ancestral world, the Achanos, those in the great beyond. So those are some of the spiritual or ancestral attachments, and each has its significant role in terms of protection, purification, and washing off of some bad elements of the society. We have different masquerade, but the symbols, we have three symbolisms in general. One, we have the symbol of fire in some of our masquerade. Two, the symbol of thunder, and the third one is the symbol of water. This mask symbolizes fire, and fire represents divine presence of the great beyond. It is a sign of purification that before the masquerade even comes out, some of the disciples will come with dry shrubs and lit it up. Then they will use fire, go round the dancing arena or the floor to purify the environment, to make sure everybody there is protected. And that purification signifies that with the presence of fire, our ancestral fathers are still there. The next one is the symbol of thunder. You know, thunder is represented by different colors and lightning. And thunder, as we all know, has several implications. It is either the voice of the gods or the anger or approval of the gods. Thunder can reproach a community when injustice has taken the highest place, and thunder can approve when there is justice done and there is proof. This is the third one, that the symbol of water. And water symbolizes peace. Water symbolizes purity. And water is life. That is the most important one of it. Water, as we have narrated, in order of seniority or supremacy, which we are calling the least, in short, if you take a look, performs a lot of ritual purification and healing work than other. Anywhere you see a sign of peace, sometimes birds are shown to represent peace, especially the dove. That is what you are seeing. And we give water a feminine appearance to show that it is mild, loving, and the kind of mother of all. Then our traditional worshippers, when they want to give, at least in our tradition, they do some practices. Some of their religious practices involve invoking their ancestors. They use it with the sprinkling of water and making some incantation. After then, they believe their late parents are within. So water is an invocative solvent too. So this mask represents water. The number one instrument in Idoma traditional dance is the drum. We call it the talking drum. As the drum is being beaten, the dancers listen to the language of the drum and they understand. So the drum is the number one. And we have two types of drum. There is the Eunobi, that is feminish drum. And we have the Oboba. And the third one is called Oklo. The Oklo is like a mediator in between the feminine and the masculine drum, the Oboba and the Eunobi. And the dancers dance to the tune of the drum and they understand the language of the drum. Then behind the drummers are some great musicians, always four. They are always four, there must be four. They are all carrying flute, which we call ukpe. They are sitting right behind the drummers. They have the ukpes that they detect the musicality of the dance. They sing with the flute. The ukpe is the flute. Whatever they are blowing is a song in the Idoma tradition. And the dancers, even everybody knows the song, except you are a novice in the environment. Each flute has a different name. The first one is called Efukwe. That is the head of the flute. He is the header. This is the Efukwe, the number one Ukwe. The leader is the one leading the song. What the techniques in music call and response. This is where it is done. It is this one that calls for the music, the Efukwe. He calls for the theme of the music. He could say, he has called. Then the next one, Ogaku, number 2, will answer him by saying, this is the Ogaku. The person carrying the Ogaku now will say, all this is being said in the language of flute, not as I have verbalized it. So, the third one is Opapa. The Opapa only hits up. It only hits up the music. As this one, the number 1 is calling, the number 2 is responding to the call. This one is shouting, Paru, Paru, Paru. The last flute, the Ofufu, the Ofufu. While the one before it is Opapa, this one now is Ofufu. Lowering the melody, calming the tempo. And when it is a point of stopping the drum, the best dancer on the stage has to end. It is this one that will tell you, calm down, it's over. The dancer, they have this called Ubele. This is animal skin. Everybody can see it is an animal skin. The dancer carry it, especially masquerades, as a symbol of authority. This is a kind of improvised beat to give rhythmic. It gives rhythm to the music and the steps, the dancing steps, to enhance rhythmic effect and musicality. Then all goes together, give us a perfect musicality and the steps of the music in consonance with the drums. In Idoma land generally, cultural dance is performed mostly at burial when we are bereaved. As we are sending a family member to the great beyond, it is accompanied with all these cultural dances. Many rituals are done traditionally, but cultural dance must come in to make all the ceremonies lively. That is the most purpose or the number 1 reason of this cultural dance in Idoma land. We can perform on invitation and we can perform on representation. If we are invited to represent our state, our local government anywhere, we can go. And if we are choosing to represent our country anywhere in Africa or in the world, internationally, we are available. For those that may want to use us, even companies, social agencies, government agencies, and companies that may need to use us in any of their social gatherings, both local and internationally, you can contact us through the phone number and social handles displayed on the screen now.